Okay, things to do in Ica and Huacachina, Peru. This is Dan from Vagabond Buddha. These are the things we did in Huacachina, Peru. First, the Ica city tour. Ica, Peru. There's a drive, there is a drive by the main plaza and cathedral in Ica, Peru. You don't even get out of the van, which is good. It's not the most interesting city in the world. Then they take you to an overpriced tourist restaurant without the typical daily specials that you'll find in Peru. You can only order entrees starting at about 30 soles or $10. Luckily, you have time to walk one door to the right and eat the Chinese restaurant for 10 soles or about $3. It includes a starter, an entree, and a juice or tea. If you're a vegetarian, just point at one of the specials and say, "Soy vegetariano, por favor. Dame esta comida sin pollo, sin carne de cerdo, sin pescado y sin carne." Or print this sentence and hand it to them as you point to the special. After lunch, next they take you to the above Witch Park, and the city tour ends with wine tasting. Yay! Click the link in the notes below this YouTube video to get all the details of our trip, along with Google Map links to everything I discussed for both Paracas and Huacachina. Wine tasting, Ica, Peru. You visit the Pampas Winery in Bodega Pampas in Ica, Peru, and taste 3 kinds of wine along with pisco, the famous Peruvian alcohol. They also tour you around the facility and show you how wines and pisco are made. Next, you go to Huacachina, where you will ride on a dune buggy, slide down a sand dune on a snowboard, and visit a desert oasis. Huacachina, this is a desert oasis 10 minutes outside of the city of Ica, Peru. It was one of the most beautiful and unique experiences of southwest Peru that I ever saw. There's a small lake in the center of towering sand dunes. There are backpacker hostels and hotels, an assortment of restaurants and bars, but mainly you just take pictures of this gorgeous place. You can stay here if you prefer and visit Paracas on a day trip. The hotels, hostels, and restaurants are much more expensive in Paracas, but they're still very reasonable. Next, dune buggy ride in Ica, Peru. This is just a crazy, bumpy dune buggy ride through the desert around the Huacachina oasis. If you have any neck or back problems, please inform your tour guide so he can put you on one of the slow buggies. This ride is so bumpy, it is really only advised for people with healthy necks and backs. Oh, and make sure your seatbelt is tight so you don't bounce up and hit your head on the roll bar. After the ride, you'll get a chance to slide down a sand dune on a snowboard. The snowboards do have Velcro straps, but the Velcro on mine was worn out, so I had to slide down on my butt or chest. If you're a snowboarder, make sure to ask for one with strong Velcro before you head out on the dune buggy ride. It's too late to ask once you're up on the hill. Paracas. If you decide to stay in Huacachina, grab a tour to Paracas. Paracas has been called the poor man's Galapagos. Our Airbnb host Beatriz arranged our Paracas and our Huacachina tours for a total cost of, as I said before, 50 USD per person. If you book a tour I recommend, you will pay nothing extra, but I'll make a small commission. If you want to learn how to live and work internationally without having a conventional job, please subscribe to Vagabond Buddha or grab a free copy of my ebook. I recommend using either Viator tours or Limit or Get Your Guide tours. These are tour aggregators. That means they just publish tours conducted by third parties. Some tours are better than others, so you need to read the reviews. Look for a tour that has at least 5 reviews that sound good, and 2 of those reviews should be within the last few months. Make sure to buy a Peruvian SIM card, Claro or Movistar, when you arrive in Peru, and load it with internet data so you can use my Google Maps without paying international roaming rates. If you'd like to start living internationally, subscribe to Vagabond Buddha or come to vagabondbuddha.com and get a free copy of my ebook. I give you all tips about that sort of thing. Thanks for listening. This is Dan from Vagabond Buddha. The world is your home. What time will you be home for dinner? Have a great day.